Hi everybody, this is Mrs. Prosser, and I'm going to show you in this one how to teleport your character when they reach the sides. So first, we always want to have a comment to say, okay, here's where the teleport section is going to be, or here's where this other section is going to be. So when we're teleporting, we have to think first, we're talking about the position. So we're talking about the character's position, which is always about the X and the Y. So if the character moves over to the side, we have to think what's changing as it moves to the side. And that's the X value because we're moving left and right. So we want it to test, okay, if the character's X value gets too low over here, it needs to move to this side. If the character's X position gets too high and goes over here, then we want to move it back to the other side. So how do we do that? Well, first, we're talking about ifs. Again, we're saying if the character gets too low, move. So let's start with that. So we're going to say if, and we can't just say the character, we have to say the character's X position, because remember, we're talking about X. And I'm going to say, okay, if my character's X is too low, and actually I forgot to do the math. So too low would be less than. Here, I'll get rid of that. Too low is less than. So I'm going to drag in the less than, and then sprite X, girl. So now I'm saying, okay, if my girl's X position is less than, and if I look over here or show the grid, I'll see the X on this side is 0. So maybe I'm saying, okay, well, if her X becomes less than 0, and then we want to say, okay, well, we're going to change her X position to the right. So what value is the far right for X? It's 400. So here we'll say girl, and we're going to say, okay, girl's X is going to become 400 if over here she gets too low. So testing that, I'm going to have her go to the left, and what should happen is that she should teleport in from the left side to the right side. Ta-da! Now we just have to do it for the other side. So if she goes too high, we need to move her back to the other side. So it's kind of reversed in a way. So we're going to, again, have another if statement. And let me add an extra gap here, maybe a couple gaps. Okay, so we're going to have another if statement. This time we want to see if she gets an X position that's too high. So if her X position is greater than something. So same thing, I'm going to say, okay, her X, girl's X, is it greater than the edge? And the edge is 400. I'm going to say, okay, if her X position gets too high, if it gets to the 400 mark, then I'm going to have it teleport her to the other side, and X on the other side is 0. And if I reset this, she should be able to walk one way and teleport, and walk the other way and teleport. Ta-da! So that is how you set up the teleportation for the girl. That's it. Thanks for watching this video.